All righty, guys. We're going to go on to our next topic. Is being nerd cool now?
Ooh, is being nerd, you mean being a nerd?
Yeah. Darn, I can't read. I'm just kidding. Here we go.
This is a fun one. I thought of this one because there was a conversation that I had maybe a couple of years ago, like when Fortnite started to get popular, and I just had some people be like, it was like one of my random friends that I barely knew at the time, but he was like, hey, what is it like that like it's cool to be a gamer now? And I was like, that's an interesting question. Like you know, when Fortnite came out, there was like, you know, Drake is doing it with Ninja and all these people are cool and everybody's hip now and every athlete now, everyone's a gamer all of a sudden and it's cool. Everyone's putting on the nerdy glasses with no rims to look cool because it's cool now to be a nerd. And it did kind of hit me in a way like, that's cool. But my question is, a lot of the closeted gamers, I guess, like in the 90s, right? And my example of where I'll lead into, and then you guys can tell me what you think, is like there was people, and I'm not going to say their names, who like would literally make fun of. I didn't get bullied. I didn't care. I always say you could never bully me because I never gave a crap what you said. Who would always make fun of me for playing video games all the time. And then when games got more popular and cool, I could see this person like, dude, I'm a hardcore gamer, hardcore into Fortnite. And I'm like, cool, bro, right on. Like, are you? Or maybe you were always, but it wasn't cool to pronounce yourself as a gamer. You know, gaming started early, 70s, IBM computer. It was like actual nerds, quote unquote, which I stand with the nerds. So what about you? Do you think nerd culture has shifted to where it's more accepted? When you grew up being a gamer, was it like it's dorky or was it always cool? Were you cool enough to pull it off where it was cool or what?
Yeah, when I was in high school, I guess that would be the time where you probably would have gotten picked on the most for that kind of thing. And I don't remember ever experiencing that.
Well, if you looked like him, you're not getting picked on.
I mean, I was a diehard gamer the whole, my whole high school career. So I just don't ever remember that. Was there like a category of, I guess you would call them nerds in school that were like kind of looked like the nerdy kids?
Yeah.
Maybe. Is it cool now more than it was then? Maybe.
It is.
Yeah, definitely more acceptable.
For sure cooler now to be a gamer.
I think it's definitely popularized for sure with just like there's organizations like FaZe. They're a little bit of a cooler, atypical crowd. Then you have the athletes that join and all the music stars, and it seems like everybody under the sun is now the gamer.
Retro Rick said that. Well, I don't know if I said it on the podcast, so sorry for repeating myself, but he said, which no offense to anybody, when he watched us, it was like, whoa, guys that are cool, in quotes, because we don't think we're cool, do this. Because he was like, a lot of the people that were on YouTube, again, no hate at all, but this is just what he said, weren't like his people. A little more nerdy, a little more quiet, a little more shy, maybe a little awkward, which, again, nothing wrong with at all. But he was like, oh, I feel like you guys are quote unquote cool guys. And I think I'm pretty cool, whatever. I think this is kind of what I dress like and look like and talk like.
But I think that you brought a lot of that skate culture into it and integrated that nerdiness with your coolness of your skating.
I think it was the California, and it was very like, Ricky came in, in the game hunting scene wearing button-up shirts, dressed up, hair done. Dude, what's up, bro?
Big
like
bottleneck glasses.
No, I never went there.
No, my favorite when I
look at this
when
nerd.
I see his old, when I see their that's my favorite.
You gave him a wedgie. You're like, hey, Ricky.
When you watch their old videos and the way you dressed, like before, it was like you had your sweater and it had like the puff out. Roast him.
Loving shout out. I saw Mort dresses. Mort dresses the part. Mort, we're cool. He dresses the part with that. I love it.
So when did you think like someone can be classified as like a quote unquote gamer?
Let's ask Ricky a question.
Yeah.
What do you think makes someone a gamer?
A gamer?
Or is everybody a gamer who games?
Not everyone's a gamer, but I feel like a lot of people they love the culture. They're technically not gamers, but it's just cool. Example, I went to like a really hipster coffee shop. I was wearing my big Donkey Kong shirt. Everyone's like, "Oh, dude, that's sick, that's sick." All these like hipsters are like loving my shirt. They're like, "Dude, so cool, so cool. I love that scene." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. Can I buy it off you?" I'm like, "No, it's a $400 shirt. Do you really want to buy?" Oh no, but
did you ask them if they game?
They don't. They didn't game though. They just think it's awesome.
So they like the pop culture.
They like the pop culture. They're more pop culture, like nerdy gamers. Like I feel like there's different kinds of gamers. Like we got gamers like us. Then you got gamers that like are really like, I don't want to be mean or anything, but like they do like Dungeons and Dragons, like kind of stuff, like that kind of like there's different kinds of game, like nerds, like
like the RPG people who are
in the words of Conan, they're the
like
people.
I say like I love the World of Warcraft one where they do in South Park and they have the guy at the
I think
those are my favorite.
To me, it was always like
it's always a joke.
Like balance. Like when I was growing up, I played a lot of sports in high school too.
Yeah.
But when I went home, I was gaming. And
Oh, yeah.
But there was people, and still today, I think, when like even you think of like that, like this, like sitting at home doing nothing, just gaming, the whole time. So again, I never experienced it not being cool because I guess I was doing so many other things. And when I with my son who games, I was like, that's cool. You're going to be a gamer, but you're not going to sit in your room your whole life.
Yeah.
You're going to join sports teams that, if you
Get out.
enjoyed them. Yeah, get out.
Touch
and do
grass,
stuff.
baby.
Yeah. So I've always felt it was like a good balance.
my goodness.
So
I'm literally pressing stop on this. It's literally naked women back there.
Oh, geez. I don't know if the idea of like sitting in your room, like just doing nothing else, if that is cool necessarily. I think it's cool to like do other things, live your life, and be a gamer.
Yeah.
I think is what I would say is cool now.
I don't know, man. It was just such a weird. It's like I got a lot of hate in the beginning because I would make fun of Fortnite a lot, and I was like, I would always hate on Fortnite. People are like, dude, why do you hate Fortnite so much? And I'm like, I don't think that I hate the game Fortnite. I think I hate what what kind of gamer it classified me as, to where anybody I met, I was like, yeah, I'm a gamer. They're like, oh, Fortnite? And I'm like, no. And then ask me, oh, Fortnite? Fortnite this. And then this is going to be mean. I feel like every cringy person on TikTok who was doing the floss was talking about Fortnite. And I was like, I just feel like it went from like gaming was very nerdy, like in the early 70s. You have to realize gaming was very techie in the beginning. It wasn't like we didn't go straight to Mario. It was techie, it was PC. You got to know how to download and move. Chris, by the way, for audio listeners, is changing the VHS tape to hopefully something a little less foul.
Yeah, how do you guys not know?
We
what was
put in
on
Tales
that
from the Crypt and hope that it would be the least of the bunch. There's Evil Dead,
something else
Halloween 2, and let's just hope.
Dude, Evil Dead is a
we should
good
just
one.
turn off the TV.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it started out very, we got the Commodore 64 TV back here. The Commodore. Here you go. Look. Back in the day.
Complete.
This is gaming. For those audio listeners, I'm holding a Commodore 64, clicking the buttons. This was gaming.
That's
It was
not
a lot
a.
different.
That's not just a keyboard.
There you go, Curtis. Curtis is learning. Curtis thought it was the Nintendo 64. But
The adapter.
See, but those gamers were like cool. They were like
not to them, they weren't.
Computer
They were
techs.
computer nerds though, back then.
which was like
Right,
a different kind of gamer.
Like Bill Gates style.
Yes.
Almost. Like that's a different kind of
Yeah.
gamer.
and then
for
I feel
sure.
like we evolved into console, right? And
Yeah.
there's still, of course, PC, still huge PC.
Go console gamers.
Do you
Console
think that
gamers.
made that more available to the average consumer, where it was affordable to play
Absolutely.
video games?
Because the average person didn't want to turn on a console, a PC at the time, however you were programming it, and have to figure out how to load this stuff, right? I got to figure out how to load this. I got to make it run, how to make it work. This needs to be replaced. I mean, our buddy My Retro Life has a video of his dad who was very tech savvy, very much a gamer, huge gamer back in the day, trying to run IBM and stuff and going, dude, this won't work. It won't run this game. Got to call this. He literally, I think, said in the video, we got to call our nerdy uncle who knows how to do this. It made it normalized. But I think what bothered me about the Fortnite era and all this is it went from like normalized where I was like, woo, console gamer, I'm accepted, I'm one. And then it became quickly like cringe to me. And I'm just being honest. A lot of the people that were like the gamers, right, on the YouTubes, and this is the new gaming clan and this and that, it was all people I was like, it was all what we call muffas, which is the word mother and F word combined, muffas. Where everyone's like this, like, showed on my gamer, bro. What's up, man? I'm a GS sweaty at this game. I'll play FIFA every day, dog. And I'm just like, don't do that. But it's okay that you're like, I don't care that. But like that, no. No. Like that, we come here and then they're all doing their Instagram TikToks and flossing, and I'm just like,
And just to go off of your My Retro Life, shout out to him getting 100K subs just this recently.
yeah.
Go Tyler.
Shout out to him, Ricky. What are you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, dude, I feel like another thing is like to be a gamer, you have to actually game games, like not just one game. So that's why I like the Fortniters. I never really
The Fortniters.
Now,
see that's what they should be called. The
now-
Fortnite.
I kind of feel the same way. Like when
Like,
I
they're
ask
not
somebody,
gamers
I'm
to
like,
me.
they're like, oh, I'm going to go home and play games. I'm like, oh, what do you play? And they'll be like, oh, I just play Call of Duty. And I'm like, well, there's like 9 million other games you could play.
Yeah, but what about-
Why do you just play Call
He's
of
going to
Duty?
be on the opposite end here because he's one of those cringe gamers.
Yeah, I don't
like Apex. That's a horrible game.
Apex is a great made game. But anyway, I would say like also with sports games, like if you're only playing sports games, does that classify you as a gamer?
I think it puts it in that same boat because I just feel, and I like Call of Duty, by the way, too.
Me too.
I
Got my clan tag tattooed to my body.
Yeah, like I love Call of Duty. I actually love Fortnite. I'll play some sports games, but to me, that's always like, oh, do you like movies? Yeah, I only watch Halloween 2. And I'm like, but there's so many other movies.
Yeah.
Why would you? Oh, no, I would just watch Halloween 2.
I would say
and I'm
that, like,
try some other games, like do some variety.
The category that I fall under is not just like the cringe gamer. It's the first person, third person shooters. That's what I fall under, like Call of Duty,
I like
Gears
the
of War.
FPS games.
Yeah, like those-
See, but you're
Wait,
playing multiple
you're-
games. You're not just playing one game.
right. But I was just saying, like I do cringe game on
I'm
Apex
saying
a lot.
all this, and then Curtis is like, "That's me." He's like, "I only play one game."
That hurts.
Again, and I don't want people to feel discredited because I know people will get mad and be like, dude, I am a gamer. Like I know I get it. Like if sure, you can say that. But it's like I think what your example was the best way to put it because like if I said I'm a coffee connoisseur or I'm a coffee guy, but I only drink the same folders everyone. It's like I don't really know the culture involved. So I would almost wouldn't feel comfortable telling people like I'm a coffee guy. Right. So maybe you might consider yourself a gamer, which is fine. You can totally. To you, if you're a gamer, you're a gamer. But like, I wouldn't want to go tell people that I'm a gamer in a public setting with a bunch of gamers because, you know, the first question that gets asked about something, you're like, I don't know. You know what I mean? So you kind of puts you in a little bit more of a place. Like,
That's why I feel like you'd really have to narrow down like your genres that you play, right? Like if you're a variety gamer, like if you're playing Fall Guys and Roblox, like you don't have any idea. Those are kind of cringy to play.
I
I
know.
like Roblox.
You like Roblox?
is huge,
Yeah,
bro.
I like
Yeah, I know.
Roblox.
Brixton was playing that all
My
the
son
time.
loves Roblox.
Dude.
I don't know. That's the way I've always gamed, though. And again, there's nothing wrong if you just play Call of Duty and that's your game.
Yeah.
Play what you like for sure.
Of course.
You know.
Now-
But I've just always wanted to experience different things. If a new style game comes out, I'm like, oh, that looks good. I want
Yes.
to check that out.
Absolutely.
Now, this is kind of going to like earlier stages of people's life. Is the introduction of technology now in younger development play a role in kids getting into gaming?
I would say yeah, because kids are. We've kind of lightly touched on this before. Kids are very,
iPad.
introduced to technology. iPad, blah, blah, louder in the mic.
The iPad kids.
iPad generation, blah. Dude, I called that when I wasn't a dad. When I used to have Facebook, and I was like, I will never let my kids sit and play iPads at the dinner table or touch my phone. Every dad in there was like, liar, liar. To this day, my kids have never touched my phone to play a game. They don't sit at tables with iPads. We don't allow them to take it. So in the kindest words to all those Facebook haters, suck my teeth.
I think
just had to get that out.
I think the hard part about like what now generation gaming is that it's online. Like you can connect with other kids around you, but it's like before you guys just had basically yourselves. You're playing through the stories. You're playing with your brothers. You're
So good.
You know what I mean? Like
Couch parties.
You're in one place, one time, like in time frame, and that's like how you played video games. But nowadays, it's like you're interconnected with everyone around the world in just a click.
And literally one click away, like every commercial would tell you. Ricky, what was our greatest like couch co-op games together?
Dude, Smash Bros with all the boys.
Dude, that's weird.
We'd literally have 12, like 10 dudes there. We'd just be doing tournaments on Smash at his house.
You know what one I really loved? Samurai Gun.
Oh,
Samurai Gun with me, you, and Gerard. Just sit there, one-on-one, simplistic
Never
game.
played that game.
I liked going through Robotron at the arcades with you guys.
Great.
Man, it's
What about Jamestown?
Jamestown. If you guys are
Jamestown was
looking
gnarly.
for a hidden gem. Dude, we played with Nicole, your wife.
Yeah. We beat that game a couple of times. It was
Never
great.
heard of that.
Google Jamestown, hard difficulty, and beat it. We did it.
That was gnarly. I still can't believe we did it.
Riff Perfect ran it.
It's one of the wildest bullet hell games you'll ever play. Great.
Newer or older?
PS4 area came out. PS4 area. What's the word
Era.
I'm looking for?
PS4
Era. There we go.
Get it? It'll be all right.
Like your mom. I got nothing. I'm trying to get out of this one. Absolutely get that game. Get it on hard, and you will have a blast, man.
So the question, Curtis, though, is are games educational?
No, that's a later topic that I would like to go down.
Oh, okay.
No, my thing is like
on that topic.
no. My thing was the introduction of technology in early stages of a kid's life, right? Nowadays.
Is it pushing them to play games sooner?
Oh,
What are your thoughts?
Wait. Yeah, that was it. That was
Nice.
his little nice.
Yeah.
I think the first time my son, I was the opposite of you. I did introduce games early with my son. I haven't seen anything negative come about it. He's a super smart kid. He does good in school,
Which we talked about. If whatever
Super
works for
witty.
your family.
I don't think that there's any they're going to get in front of technology eventually.
And I would
you
say
can
that-
only hold off on it. It's not a bad. I mean, I like your approach.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I'm at the dinner table, I'm like, dude, put your phone down.
Yeah.
Like engage with the people. Like your aunt's in town. Talk with your aunt or something like that.
Your aunt? I didn't know what you were saying.
Aunt.
I love your.
Oh my gosh, all my East
But
Coast stuff is
I would say
coming
that
up.
a lot of the development of your son would be from sports, though. Discipline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if he didn't have the sports
balance.
outside, he's got good balance outside of what he's doing at his school.
It's the non-balance that gets weird.
Correct. It's all about balance. And I've always tried to, I guess that's the way I was raised too. When my dad would come in and be like, get outside. You've played for 6 hours. Like, go do something. And I just go out in the woods. Yeah.
My mom used to literally lock me and my brother out, go in the backyard. Sorry, Mom, for exposing this. She'd say, go outside in the backyard, give us some bottles of water, lock the door. I'll get you guys in 4 hours. You're not allowed to come in. If you're crying, figure it out. You'll figure it out. Have some fun.
My dad used to walk in and go, okay, game time's over. And he'd just walk over and he'd
Unplug.
rip the cord right out. Yep.
What's one of the
what
games he
would say.
unplugged?
It was Legend of Zelda. Whenever we
Original? Ooh,
Would
that's
just
a brutal
lose the
one.
save. Yeah. He would just go, no warning. You just walk in. Game time's over. Just pull it right out.
It's not
And
as
you're like,
bad.
no.
If it's like Mario Bros, you can handle it. But a
Oh, it
game
was
like
the
that, an action
worst.
RPG.
Oh, and you would lose the save. It would delete the save if you did that.
Come on, father.
But he was very adamant about, go outside and do other things.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But he was okay with us gaming too. So I guess that's where I got my parenting from.
Sounds
which
like a
is
good dad.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Good
And,
dad. Shout out
dirty
to Chris's
good.
dad. Yeah.
So it's just about balance. It's okay to game. It's good to go out and do stuff. And
Yeah.
A fine balance, my friend.